Hello, everyone. Hope you're all keeping well and have been having a good couple of months. Apologies for not having posted much in the last 2 months or so, but I've gone down a bit of a rabbit hole with eFootball, or what used to be called PES, Pro Evolution Soccer. Free to play. They've gone down this model now for a couple of years. Huge fan of Pro Evolution Soccer. I know it's very different to the other games that I cover on my channel, and I will be going back to those games. You know, I've been waiting for the Elden Ring DLC. There's hopefully going to be a new Doom game announced, maybe in a couple of weeks' time. We shall see. So I'm really excited about that. But in the meantime, I thought I would just explain what I'm really enjoying about eFootball. There's lots of things that people criticize it for. I know they kind of, whenever an update comes along, they kind of tweak the gameplay. So things that maybe were working for you don't work for you the following time. But what I really enjoy, and in my opinion, what makes it quite unique, maybe, and what brings me a lot of joy, I guess, and makes me want to invest time into it, is the fact that you can really tweak every player to what you would like them to have in terms of attributes. So it makes each person in your squad an individual rather than just yet another number. So, for example, I'm going to go to my team. I haven't been playing long. I've been playing about, I don't know, a month and a half or something like that. So with Balde, for example, so he's my left back. We can go into player details, and you can see on the far right, you've got progression points. So, and you can see just left to that, he's currently level 24 out of 43. So he can actually go up in levels quite a lot. And the progression points is basically points that you're allowed to allocate to an individual player on any of the attributes that you can see here on the screen. Obviously, as in real life, you can't max out certain attributes on certain players. So say, for example, I don't know, a right back that's playing in a middle of the table team in say, for example, the Premier League, you might be able to maybe increase his acceleration and speed up to a certain level, but you won't be able to actually fully beast it. So certain players have certain ceilings on certain attributes, but what the game allows you to do is to really have a freedom to then distribute those points in whichever way you see fit. So you end up creating, I guess, players that can be quite unique, can be quite on par with your play style, your formation, the way you want to go about the game. So I guess what I enjoy about it is the fact that it allows you to delve quite deeply into the tactics and the way in which your players behave on the pitch, and basically adapt to the way you want to play football, which I think is really cool. So in this case, obviously, he's got a high speed and acceleration. He's got relatively good dribbling, good balance, good stamina. So I can either choose to up those, maximize him as much as possible and make him into a bit of a speed demon, or I could increase his ball control and his tight possession to maybe make him better on the ball if I wanted him to be maybe more involved in the build-up play of my team. But if I want him to just concentrate on being on the wing, just beasting forwards full pelt, then I can obviously just concentrate on speed and acceleration, and maybe add an element of maybe improving his low passing or even his lofted pass. So when it comes to actually getting balls in the box, he actually delivers something that's actually meaningful. So you can go into player progression, and this is where you can distribute the points. So they come in different groupings. So it's not just individual ones. So attacking awareness grouped with acceleration and balance, ball control, dribbling, and tight possession all in one. Pass, low pass, lofted pass. Shooting includes finishing, set piece, taking, and curl. And then you got dexterity, which is kind of attacking awareness, which is really important. Actually, that's about his positioning. That goes hand in hand with acceleration and balance. Stamina, speed, and kicking power. Then you got aerial strength. Then you got defending, and obviously goalkeeper attributes, which are not necessary for him. So we're gonna. I want to include a bit more of his attacking awareness and acceleration. So it'll improve his balance as well. As you can see, it's used a number of points already into that. So sometimes the higher you go in the attributes, it doesn't just use 1 point. You need to use a number of them to actually increase it by 1. I want to improve his low pass a little bit as well, so I can actually improve single ones there. I will include that, and there we can use the points. It'll improve his overall rating, and also allow him to move up through the levels. So we go to him now, still level 24, 43. So I can go back and train him through the levels. So I've got a number of different training elements that I can add into that. So these increases by 1,000 XP, these by 10,000 XP. So you can see there, it brings him up to level 28 already, 32, 35. We're going to max him out for the sake of this video. There we go. So we'll perform the training. And now this will give us a number of attribute points that we can then allocate to him. So we got 38 progression points now. So we go back into his attributes. I mean, his acceleration is ridiculous already. I could make it more ridiculous, and I probably will, but I want to just let's increase this a little bit. Let's make him I want him to be quite well-rounded, especially passing. Let's increase it up to 80. Okay. How far can we get with this? We can go mental. Wow. Okay. We'll bring up this. There we go. So I've increased his low pass because I don't tend to cross with him much, but I tend to do more of 1-2s or kind of feeding into midfield. So having a low pass that's actually decent will allow me to do that a bit better. His ball control means that he will be a bit more, just have more affinity with the ball at his feet, which is important as well. But his acceleration means that he can just concentrate on just pelting it down the wing and looking for space, because he's an attacking fullback rather than a defending one. So we'll use the points. And now we've got him increased to level 90. And you can then see his new spec'd out kind of attributes. So the interesting thing about the game is that you can kind of purchase players as well using the kind of the in-game currency or points. I can't remember the name of them necessarily. So you can purchase a player that maybe isn't the most expensive player, maybe the not most well-known player, but you can then, if he has the right playing style, you can fit him into your team and then mold him using the attribute points to make him the kind of player that you want to maximize him on the pitch. So that for me is the strength of eFootball, and it's what I am enjoying doing, because as I said at the very start, it makes each of my players an individual that I've had a hand in when it comes to tweaking how they respond, what attributes they have in terms of what they prioritize when playing football. So it's definitely worth checking out. Lots of different events and things like that. I wish there was more couch co-op events. I do enjoy playing a game like this, couch co-op rather than just online. But I've got to say, for it to be free to play, if you've been a fan of the PES games in the past, definitely worth checking out. I played the new FIFA as well. It's awful. I mean, it's got lots of different modes, so in that sense, it's better. But the gameplay is just horrendous. I mean, this is more for me, in my opinion, of a football simulation. So if you enjoy football, enjoy watching it, maybe enjoy playing it, as I have, I really appreciate the fact that it's kind of trying to be as close to the realistic game as possible. So definitely worth checking it out. A slightly different video, as I said, to what I normally put out, but I thought I'd just explain why I have been a little bit quiet. It's been a mixture of other things as well, but obviously I've been kind of revisiting one of my old loves, put it that way, in terms of gaming, and seeing what it was like now that it's been rebooted for a couple of years. So thanks a lot again. Take care, and I'll speak to you very soon.